Hello, and welcome back to the finale of Virtue's Last Reward. But yeah, hello, this is DarkElf85 on YouTube, or HektontheMage's on PSN, and yes, this is probably going to be the last episode. Probably less than an hour or two. I just could not go over 4 hours last Sunday night. And because of that, that's why I'm kind of starting a little bit earlier, because I want to play the next game that I plan on doing. Could I have set that up on my YouTube channel when I was in the office doing other work today? I could have, but I forgot because I was doing other work. Not finished, but with that work, by the way. It's for my professional development as an educator in a community college. State mandate. So, yeah, but almost finished. I was like the only one who made a comment on. Anyway, we have a discussion thing. We have class, and then we have a discussion blog forum, whatever. And then we also have like homework assignments. I did part of the first homework assignment. The second one is dealing with something that I do off of another website. And then the other one, I made a discussion post. I don't even know if it was great. And I don't know if I'm supposed to answer all the questions or just those were to help me. I don't know. There was no description on that. But anyway. That's going to be fun because if everyone's going to be posting last minute because, you know, we're all instructors, that's going to be great. I'm not staying up until 11:59 p.m. I go to bed literally like at 9:30, 10. Well, yeah. I go to bed like at 10 because I want 8 hours of sleep. I didn't get that the last 2 hours, but that's because I play games with people. It happens. Let me start this up. Sorry, I was I got distracted. I was going to double check to make sure this is streaming. It probably is because it's the PS4 Pro, but you never know. So I need to double check that I'm streaming. Okay, it says I'm live. All right, that's all I needed to check. You know what? I think I'm going to have to keep this up when I quit this and start the other game. But anyway. Okay. Let's continue this.
So, they take the northwestern road, but about a mile past the intersection, something horrible happens. A semi driving the other way veers into their lane and plows through the bikers.
I don't even remember what this is in part of. Wow, they don't count the other part. That's cool.
90 of them die. The surviving 10 are wounded, but survive. They don't stop, though. They keep riding down that highway, and eventually they'd gone 10,000 miles. Then suddenly, something happens that they couldn't have predicted. S, who had survived, suddenly has his consciousness thrown back in time. He ends up back in his own body just before they reach the junction. He remembers everything. So what does S do? What anybody would do. Let's go northeast. That means all 100 of the bikers survive to reach their destination, happy and healthy. And they all live happily ever after. That's what you're thinking, right?
No, because you jump back and forth. That's what it's been going.
It's a great outcome for the 100 bikers that went northeast. But what about the 10 that went northwest and survived the accident?
Oh, we're talking about the split juncture. That was it. Like how we're doing this.
Huh? Wouldn't it be 9 people? I mean, S's mind went back in time, right?
Right. Okay, 9 people then. What happens to the reality they were living? Does it just disappear when S changes the past?
Oh, I should also say, it's cold outside. And it's snowing and blowing. Yeah, yesterday was really cold. It was like, what, a high of 11 or something. But today, if the high temperature, I mean, it was warmer, but like, because of the wind, it feels like it's negative or whatever. Bleh. It's going to be like this next weekend, too. Which I'm like, happy my vehicle was working. As long as the actual temperature isn't negative, I think it's fine. Usually. I'm trying to remember when I had my car jump started the last time last winter. Anywho. Actually, it wasn't even last winter, it was last autumn, now that I think about it.
It's not as if it was only bad things that happened during that 10,000-mile trip. Maybe one of them fell in love with a woman working at a gas station they stopped at and had a child.
Oh my. Out of wedlock?
Maybe one of them picked up a homeless kid who joined them on their adventure.
Wait, you were a biker, Timmy OG?
That 10,000-mile journey would be full of stories. Friendships, farewells, romances.
Aw, the friendships we made along the way.
The loss of those 90 lives is horrible and unfortunate. But what would rewriting their history mean? The 9 who survived lived full lives. How can it be right to just erase all that? The survivors overcame their own misery and loss and made the best they could of the hand they'd been dealt. Isn't that worth something?
Depends on how you look at it. If you're talking about the greater good of society, it's like the same as like destroying the few for the many, or whatever they say is the phrase for that. Except this one, it's the same thing, but just not on the same. It's on a different wavelength. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's confusing because based on how they're describing how this time traveling stuff works, it seems like it keeps happening over and over and over again. And I'm like, when does it stop? And are you rewriting history, or is history trying to find a way to correct itself, like Final Destination style? I say history, I mean, you would argue death, but, or whoever you want to call it. Or the entity, or whatever, yeah. But, yeah, it's confusing.
Isn't that the best thing that humans can aspire to? Is there really any point to a world where everything is happy?
Are you trying to tell me that not having a catastrophic disease that kills a majority of the population and life and technology as we know it is making everyone happy to get rid of that? I'm really confused here. That's just one disease. It's not going to make everyone happy.
Are people who struggle for a better life just idiots?
And a life that sucks because of what's happening?
Being human is about fighting, even when it seems hopeless.
I don't like this. I don't like how they're trying to describe this in this game, because I don't agree with Timmy Uchi right here. I don't agree with Junpei. I don't believe this. I believe what he's saying, but not in this extreme situation. I'm sorry. I don't agree. Watch, it's like literally 20 minutes. If I had just held out for 20 minutes.
Are you saying that's worthless?
Yeah, why are you coming over here, Tay? You're like, what's Dad talking about? Yeah, get over here. Neither of you are playing with that toy back there anyway that's making racket. Instead, you're going to try to mess with my microphone cord, right? Yeah, I'm not laying down right now. I'm just sitting because I don't want to lay down right now. Meh, kitty, meh. Okay.
If you're saying rewriting the past will erase all these other timelines, then whatever God wrote those rules can Look, I'm just not going to accept that, all right? You get it?
If Sigma changes the past, then you and Quark will never meet.
Is he right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's what you say.
It's not going to happen. We're here right now. This is reality.
As of right now.
Even if Sigma does change the past, we're not just going to disappear or something.
Oh!
Yeah, don't you just go into like an alternate timeline? They don't really explain this. This is what sucks with time travel in games, movies. Well, video games, computer games, movies, TV shows, anything. Time traveling, this is why time traveling, because we don't know how it works, it sucks. And you can just create whatever you want, and however you want to do it. This is why I don't like it. And whenever a game tries to incorporate those elements, it's... Ugh. And then, you know, the more that you do it, you're going to change it. I mean, even the weird inconsistencies within Chrono Trigger, Chrono Cross, that I haven't really... And that deals with parallel universes, too. But, you know... I mean, as much as I like Chrono Trigger, don't get me wrong. Okay, ma'am, you need to lay down. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, fine, lay down on my microphone. That's exactly where you want to lay down on.
Then that means we get to stay together?
Well, as of right now.
Good.
Thanks, kid.
I understand how you feel. Why you want to return to Earth is clear. You have lives there, I imagine. There are likely people waiting for you.
Right.
Except not really. Well,
Uh-huh.
some people.
Have you already said goodbye to the others?
Bye, Luna, Alice, and Clover all saw us off. We told them we'd see them again someday, and then came here.
They were the only people you want to say goodbye to?
Well, no point saying anything to Dio.
Yeah, fuck Dio.
Besides, he's asleep. You were asleep too.
Sorry, but we didn't really know much about you.
You have a point. Akane was in the armor in this timeline, after all. What about Sigma?
Well, he's not really Mr. Sigma anymore.
Of course. He is Dr. Klim now that his consciousness has returned.
Yeah, but more importantly, he's the guy who brought us all here. Not a lot of warm feelings there, you know?
Yeah.
And Akane?
Never mind her. She's just like him. Not the Akane I knew. She must have seen some pretty awful things over the years. Hell, she might not even be human anymore. But the Akane Kurashiki I know isn't here. She's not anywhere.
She's not even in another castle. Or another research base. Or by another timeline.
In the end, Clover and I were just pawns. Pawns to be used and then gotten rid of. Still, it's not like we're completely resentful. We had to be here to help change the past. That part's easy to understand. But
Kinda sucks, though. I mean, Sigma and Phi have it easy.
Kind of. Okay, so let's see here. If we start from the bottom, you go up, you turn left, you go up, you go right, you go through B, up, then left, then loop around, hop over the other timeline, loop around, go B, go under that timeline, go down, go in, go back to A, go up. And see, this is where I'm confused with the red. Do we go up and over, or do we go E and over and up and over that way? I guess those are the two different conflicting ways, depending on how it goes. And it repeats until you do the E one to the right instead of up to go through C, right? Because C loops back to A. Am I reading this correctly? I guess I am. I gotta think that's how it works. I don't know.
They get to go back to December 25th in 2028. They'll stop the Radical Six and save the world, and then they'll have a nice, normal future to look forward to.
How many years is that? Sorry, I'm gonna do some math here. Dork, are you doing it in your head? Fuck that, I'm using a phone. I'm using a calculator on my phone. 46 years between 74 and 2028. 2074 and 2028, okay. Oh god, wait. Right now we're in 2026, my birthday will be that. So, let me just see this. 2074 minus... Oh, actually, hold on. 2028, I'm going to be... at that age. Okay. And then we said it was going to be... That was 46. Hold on. How old am I going to be? 41, 42, 43. God, I'm gonna be 89 years old in 2074 if I'm alive. Fuck that. I doubt I'm gonna be alive. Not in shape. This is the one where Dark is not gonna just say if I just believe. Fuck that. Anywho.
In other words, they get to go back to point E and just enjoy history like it was supposed to happen.
But we don't. We're stuck with point C as our starting point.
You told us about Tenmyoji's story, right? The one with the motorcycles? It would be like if Alice and I were kidnapped right before the intersection. Then whoever grabbed us takes us to wherever the bikers are going, 10,000 miles to the northwest.
Don't get us wrong. We know why we had to be here. Without us, S's consciousness wouldn't have been able to go back to right before the intersection.
Okay, so S is Sigma, okay.
If that couldn't happen, then the fate of those 90 dead bikers would be sealed. But
it's still not the best situation for those of us left in the Northwest.
Yeah.
We're stuck in the reality where the 90 bikers died.
Are we just supposed to go live on Earth? It's a wasteland now.
Yeah.
And what about our friends and families?
They're all
left
dead.
a whole world behind 45 years ago.
Yeah, they're all dead. Well, they may not all be dead, but those who are surviving on the planet could be dead. And they'll be older then. They'll be as old as Akane and Dr. Klim.
Even if it is for the greater good?
It just doesn't seem fair, does it?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. Until it can get all changed. Unless you're going to agree with Tenmyoji's saying, and then like, yeah, our minds will be... You know what? For those, if you grew up in that reality, yeah, it sucks. But if you didn't, like those two, it would suck being in it because that's not the reality you had.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a little bit much.
So we went and talked to the old lady.
She told us that there is one way.
One way we could get back to the past.
Let's say you do go back to the past. Wouldn't that cause your minds to get thrown back here? That seemed to be how Sigma and Phi's jumps worked, at least.
Yes, you're right.
But this is different.
Different? How so?
From what she said, it sounds like there's a way we can send our bodies back in time, too.
That's ridiculous. It would create a paradox. How could you have two Clovers and two Alices at the same time?
But that wouldn't happen.
Akane says there's a way around that.
How on earth does she plan to do that?
Schrodinger's
cat.
Oh, hey, Kyle. Figured you'd come here eventually.
Where's Dr. Klim? Luna said you were with him.
He said he was tired, so he's off resting right now. There's a bedroom at the end of the hallway. He's in there if you're curious. Oh, right. He told me to turn on this hologram projector thing when you showed up.
What is my phone doing? Phone is being dumb. Stop it. Okay.
Want me to start it?
Sure.
Glad to see you. There isn't anything in particular that I have to tell you. However, I imagine there are a great number of things weighing on your mind. I'd love to answer all your questions, but unfortunately, my circumstances make that an impossibility. I hope you can forgive me.
Was there like weird belts and handcuffs or whatever things on his pants?
Everything I know, Phi should also know. I have instructed her to answer any questions anyone might have. Anyone other than Kyle, that is.
What?
What does he mean, other than Kyle?
Who knows? Is there anything you want to ask?
Right, well, I guess I may as well cut to the chase.
Apparently you can't answer them because he doesn't want me to know.
Just who are you, Phi?
I'm not Superman, that's for sure. And I'm not Batman or Spider-Man or Aquaman or a merman or a wolfman.
this again?
I'm not a Brahmin or common or ramen. I'm not a Cayman either, so you really don't need to worry about anything.
Cayman.
Please don't dodge the question. About 5 hours ago, Akane attacked you with a knife. That triggered something which sent your mind back to the past, correct? Specifically, you were sent to Point D, April 13th, 2029. On that date, your body was already in Akane's custody. Although by then you were in cold sleep. You wouldn't have regained consciousness, but your mind was now inhabiting that body. That pod was your home for 45 years. You slept there, frozen, until the time was right. Then on January 25th, 2074, you were finally thawed out, even though you didn't wake up. Still unconscious, you were carried to the AB room. That was when your consciousness changed bodies again. A version of you from December 25th, 2028 arrived, pushing you out and sending you back to December 25th, 2028. This is when you finally woke up. In 2028, you found and joined forces with Sigma, whose older mind was inhabiting his younger body. Together, you attempted to infiltrate the Mars mission test facility. Unfortunately, your plan failed.
So, I'm wondering the reason why he's remembering things is because it failed. That's why I was kind of thinking between last Sunday and now, because Luna was saying, how are you remembering these things? And I'm wondering if it's because somehow they failed and he has to do the jump or something. But at the same time also, that's the third game. We actually play through that. So which Phi and Sigma are going to be in there? You know what I mean? Is it going to be the correct ones for those people, or is it going to be older minds? Or, you know.
The Radical Six did escape on New Year's Eve. That failure determined the path you followed. Instead of going along the line that branches out to the right from Point E, you headed straight to Point D. Point D being April 13th of the following year.
So E is the good one if the Radical Six didn't go out? Okay.
That was the day that you made your way to Akane's hideout and asked to be put into one of the treatment pods. Another consciousness enters your body around that time from the future. It is, of course, the version of you that left your body when Akane attacked you in the garden.
So how would you remember anything? Like, you wouldn't know any of the experiences from the event.
This caused the two versions of you to swap places. And you moved 45 years into the future, where you woke up on the garden floor. That put you on the line that comes here. So if we discount the time you spent in cold sleep, for you only 3.5 months have passed since that happened. That being when you were sent back into the past from the garden. Have I missed anything?
No, everything you talked about you got right.
Well, what do you mean by that?
I'm kind of an unknown variable in this equation. You could think of me as a kind of X factor. It's taken me the last 3.5 months to understand it.
I haven't understood anything in the last 3.5 seconds. Could you please explain?
It's kind of like the relationship between classical mechanics and modern physics. Strictly speaking, you can't combine velocities with v1 plus v2.
Oh gosh, I don't know any of this shit.
v1 plus v2 divided by 1 plus v1 times v2 over c squared is the actual equation.
I always forget that's how you do c squared when you're not doing superscripts.
Of course, the sort of velocities we encounter in day-to-day life don't come close to being c squared, which is the speed of light squared. That means that 1 plus v1 times v2 divided by c squared is usually going to evaluate to something pretty close to 1. Since that would mean dividing by 1, it's usually okay to just skip that step and use V1 plus V2. You see what I'm saying? In most situations, it works, even if it isn't technically correct. So you knew enough to get the stuff you were talking about, right? As long as you stick to that, you won't run into any problems.
I don't quite understand.
The problems that could come about if you know about other things.
In fact, I feel like you're dodging my questions.
Mm-hmm. She is.
So was that what you wanted to ask about?
No. What I really want to know is what happened between Christmas and New Year's Eve in 2028. You and Sigma infiltrated the Mars mission test site, didn't you?
Yes.
What happened there? How did Sigma lose his eye and both his arms? And why was Radical 6 in there in the first place? What could a deadly virus have to do with the simulated mission to space?
Sorry, but I can't tell you that.
Yeah, we haven't developed that yet. That's the last game.
Why?
Because it would change history.
And there's that too.
There is a history where the virus didn't escape.
Oh. Well, that's E, right? Going to the right, that's the one that they want.
That's the line that goes to the right of point E.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In that timeline, humanity isn't heading for annihilation, and Earth isn't red. The future is much brighter.
So Schrodinger's cat again.
But if I tell you what you're asking me right now, then that reality will disappear.
Yeah, okay. So Kyle's the Sigma. There, I'm assuming.
You understand?
I'm not certain.
I don't. Why would all of that disappear if you told me what I want to know?
You're about to go back to the past, right?
The past? Don't be silly. I can't do that.
Then where the hell did you learn all this stuff? I just listened to you tell me a bunch of things you shouldn't have known about. You were sleeping in the pod in the garden. You just woke up. So how can you know all this?
That's the thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. I might be correct here.
You know my past. Sigma's past.
I shall give you your answer. You are not Kyle Klim.
Are you actually an alternate Sigma climb?
Your body is Kyle's, but your consciousness is not.
Wait, what?
Think about it. Do you really believe you're Kyle? Or could you be someone else entirely?
Then, where is the real Kyle's consciousness?
Oh! We put question mark down. Oh gosh, is he in Sigma Climb's body? Kyle?
He was thrown out when you entered.
Oh god, he's in... Oh god, just put layers on layers, this is crazy.
Right now, in a manner of speaking, he has arrived at December 25th, 2028.
How did we get our body switched to do those timelines? Someone explain that one to me?
His consciousness has gone into a body from that time. I doubt you know how much the Doctor loves Kyle. He raised him on his own. Kyle is irreplaceable. Do you really think he would go back to the past and leave Kyle behind here? I know what I told the others, that Kyle was Dr. Klim's spare. But that was not his only purpose. Kyle's consciousness is integral to what we are trying to accomplish. This new mission begins on Christmas and ends on New Year's Eve 2028.
I wonder how much of the third game they had developed when they finished this game. Or when this game at least came out.
Its purpose will be to infiltrate the test
Or they just had
facility
ideas.
and prevent the spread of the virus. For this to happen, Kyle is absolutely necessary.
So Kyle's Sigma. Oh, it's so confusing.
And that is why he created him?
Yes.
So now that my consciousness has entered his body, the Doctor has achieved his objective. Kyle has gone back to 2028 to participate in his mission.
Correct.
There's one thing that troubles me.
Who am I?
Kyle was created before reaching point B from point D. That means his body did not exist on Christmas in 2028.
Yeah.
Does that mean he has entered my body? Have we just switched places?
I suppose you could put it that way.
Yeah, what else? There's something else going on here.
That's ridiculous. Well, what's going to happen to me? You telling me I have to spend the rest of my life here in this box, living in a borrowed body?
No, not at all. You can travel freely through time and space. You are an uncontrolled variable that entered our closed system.
What?
As such, the rules of this world do not apply to you.
What the fuck?
I have no idea what...
Please don't try to play dumb. I know what you are.
What?
Surely you must know by now, too. You are about to go into the past and save the world.
Yeah, I understood that, but like, how did this happen? Ah! The player needs to know because the player doesn't get it. Because he's not smart enough to figure out this weird sci-fi crap.
Phi and Sigma, even with all of his future knowledge, will need your help.
So who am I going to be in that? So I'm going to be joining them, I guess. Oh, it's so confusing.
Only you can right the horrible wrongs of our past. Only you can save the world.
And which Junpei is going to be in that timeline too? Because even though he didn't say, he was there. He knew about the explosion. He was there. Oh shit, is this Junpei? No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't make any sense. I'm overthinking that.
There's no way I...
Yes, there is. You have to. Don't you want to know the truth? Don't you want to know what happened in between Christmas and New Year's Eve?
Well, I mean, that's what the whole third game is going to be about, talking about it, I guess.
Well, yes, I do, but...
Then you must believe.
I was about to say a different franchise's line after that. That deals with cards, but anyway.
Reality is shaped by what we believe reality should be.
That's not always true.
If observation can change the motion of a particle, then how is it odd to think that human thought can shape reality?
You have to be a certain, I was going to say mentalist, a certain mental individual with powers, certain mental powers. But I'm also thinking I did not yet again do dust. Now there's a lot of things with dust, but it's the cat hair stuff on things that I want to pick up and haven't done. Like,
your will can change
cat fur,
history.
technically.
The world will be reshaped into the one you imagine.
Go forth, other X Factor or Y Factor.
Remember what I've told you.
I'm not going to once I play the third game because I'm going to be playing other games between between this and that. There's going to be one adventure game, action adventure, platforming. I don't know what to call it when it's in 3D. It's still action adventure. One RPG, and who knows, all the RPGs I'm thinking of are long, and that doesn't count any other RPGs that are like, oh, it's going to come out, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to buy a game that I'm never going to play anytime soon, for streaming purposes. And then it'll be this game.
Only you can change history.
Not prevent forest fires, apparently.
Only you can save the world.
Oh, this is the ending of this. So how am I Junpei? Alternative, end. A certain point of view. Does that mean you found it? I finally got a fucking platinum, baby! Holy shit! Whoa! I did 100% on a fucking game finally! Yeah! So that was about a half hour. I should have waited, but that's fine. I didn't want to go to bed at what, 10:30 or 11? I would have gotten less than 8 hours that Sunday night. So yeah, I completed everything. So yes, we will wrap up in a moment. I don't show those extra endings. But yeah, it's her ending. Okay. It's a Kana ending. I wasn't sure it was a Kana or a Sigma ending. Oh, we have older Arcana and younger Arcana up above. Okay. But yeah, they don't really explain what their organization really is. I guess they're just doctors. Although I don't know if Arcana is a doctor, per se. Just an Esper. But yeah, I mean, I still don't know who technically Kyle is, and technically we don't know who Phi is in after fashion. But yeah, I assume that will be discussed in the third game, and I'm forgetting the name of that third game right now, folks. Zero Dilemma. Zero Escape, Zero Dilemma. I think that's what it is called. Hold on, let me double check. I do have it. It'll be at the end. Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma. Sorry, Zero Time Dilemma. That's the name of it. Phi doesn't look the same. How is it in this time period she looks older even though she's supposed to be younger? It's interesting. But anyway, oops, sorry, let me get back in the game. But yeah, I guess it's not even an hour, it's less than 40 minutes. I'm going to wrap up here. I did state my thoughts at the end of the last video, which I will be typing them up when I do put this up online. But no, I mean, other than the puzzles, because I'm not that great with logic-based puzzles at times, I like it. I mean, it's a visual novel, escapes the puzzles, room logic stuff. That's what it is. That's all that it is. So yeah. But I'm going to call it here. Finally got a freaking platinum. Should have been my second platinum. But anyway. But yeah, I will, I can't believe I got a platinum though. I'm so happy about that. I never got one. Because I'm not going to freaking beat a game to 100%. Most games you have like, do these secrets. Yeah, fuck that. Speaking of secrets, it's going to be so many secrets not done in the next game that I'm going to play. But I'm going to start that momentarily, which for those who see it, cool. If not, you'll see it later on YouTube. But yes, thank you all for joining me through this video, or through this video, and through this, the Zero Escape the Nonary Games, with 999 and with Virtue's Last Reward, and then sometime later we'll play Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma, the trilogy, or the final in the trilogy, going back between 999 and Virtue's Last Reward. But anywho, this has been DarkElf85 on YouTube, or HektontheMage on PSN, and this has been the conclusion of Virtue's Last Reward. I hope you all have a very good rest of the day, night, or anywhere in between. Stay safe out there, folks, and goodbye.